So this is the food that I cooked today. Is a lunch for everybody, for everyone. So I have chicken, a mushroom, squash, and a string beans. So I cook it with the coconut milk and some all-purpose cream. Okay. So today, Mr. Day is on pass. He will
Yes.
pass. He will pass for this food. It's okay. He passed, I'm not. Because I have more workout later. And by the way, I have a buko juice. There it is. And passion fruit. I'll show you later how does it passion fruit. How to eat the passion fruit. Okay. I think I don't need to put okay, I need to close this window because it's like I'm getting by the sky. Okay, so let's eat, guys. And this food is not just only a small plate of food. Smells good.
Smells good. Looks good.
Mm-hmm. Hmm. I'll eat and he will just kiss me so he can taste
Yes. I'll taste your lips. So, well, okay. So I'll wait until we get at least one viewer on here before. So I asked Chat AI. Um,
So to all the viewers who will watch this, I want you all to know that from now on we will never talk about politics.
oh no, it's not that we won't ever talk about politics, but we're not going to engage in
Yeah,
politics.
anybody.
No, no politics or religion, and the reason
Mm-hmm.
is because it's triggering.
Yeah, and we are here to connect. We
No,
are here to connect and to be connector of everybody.
yeah, and what we're trying to do is help people get away from the egoic mindset.
We have a one viewer. Thanks for the viewers.
Thank you. Help people get from the egoic mindset into the rational mindset, or at least just escape from the egoic mindset. What I like to think it's thinking. It's like there's basically, if you think of it, there's if
Hello.
in the terms of Buddhism, we have um, a couple types of thinking that we focus on. One is the egoic thinking, and the other is rational thinking. And rational thinking is an enlightened form of thinking. And so, what Buddhists discovered, a couple thousand plus years ago, is that if you're involved in this monkey mind or this egoic thinking, which they're kind of equivalent, then you're going to have difficulty getting into a rational mindset. So, the first goal of Buddhism is to free yourself from desires and cravings and to let go of uh, things that you're attached to because this creates an egoic mindset. So, by creating that egoic mindset, the egoic mindset is, I will read to you a little bit later on here, is the emotional mindset.
Can you read the comment?
Said, what's up?
No, what's name?
Silas Haryani. What's up, you Esther?
Maybe it.
What's that mean? Huh? WhatsApp is like it's an app, I think. I don't know.
So who's the other comment?
It says this is Nasser CV Madame. I don't know what that means. So
That's it. This is a lunch for everyone, but I will eat it alone.
Yeah, I fast 1 day a week, or I try to fast 1 day a week, because I'm eating OMAD most of the time, um, and of course eating.
Yeah, he's asking what you eat. I eat vegetables,
But these are green beans. It looks like
a
you got.
string beans, a mushroom, and a squash
Mm,
with a chicken.
yeah, and it's cooked in what kind of a
In a coconut milk
coconut milk?
and all-purpose cream.
Yeah, makes it taste really, really good. So no real sugar.
Mm-hmm.
So we
Hello, Rubil.
yeah, fasting and if you can do intermittent fasting, uh, this is Jen's first meal of the day.
Yeah,
So it's now 2:30.
yeah.
Jen's an intermittent faster like I am. Jen's been intermittent fasting now for 7+ years, along with me, um, and it helps you to
Heal your body.
heal your body. Intermittent fasting is healing. You're going to see people out there that say, "Oh no, intermittent fasting is terrible," but they don't know what they're talking about. You can watch all the intermittent fasters, and they're going to give you the science on the YouTube. We don't really discuss the science too much. We just go with what the science says, and the science said intermittent fasting works. I've been doing intermittent. I'm 70 years old. I've been intermittent fasting since the age of 10, um, and it works. So when you're trying to accomplish a task, um, and one of the things that enlightened people do, rational thinkers do, is we have agency. Yeah. So humans are the only creatures on this planet who have agency, and so one of the what enlightenment is really developing a rational mindset, which you got to program all this information into your subconscious mind,
Mm-hmm.
and it takes years of knowledge and skill training to really develop that rational thinking mind. And otherwise, you're going to be in an egoic mindset, which is monkey mind. And monkey mind it's an emotional mind. It's a mind controlled by your affects, so your moods, your attitudes, the gurglings that go on in your tummy.
Do you have a gurgling in your tummy, baby?
Sometimes, and or if you smashed your thumb, that's an affect, and it's going to affect your.
RJ Brill.
Yeah.
If I fasting, how many hours in daily life? Thanks.
Oh well, Jen fasts usually about what, 19 to 20 hours every day,
Yeah.
and I fast usually about probably 21 to 22 hours every day.
Mm-hmm. Because you do the Oman.
And I've done this for years, and I like it.
If you want to do the intermittent fasting, RJ Brill, you need to start. For example, you're eating every time your breakfast at 8. You can adjust your food, your
Sure.
breakfast by
Start.
9.
Yeah, start eating at 9.
After a week or when your body's already adjust another hour.
Yeah.
As long as you can make the intermittent fasting a short time, is much better.
Yeah, because then you're not always hungry and craving
Yeah.
food. You reset the hormones in your head. The hunger hormone is ghrelin, and when you eat a high fatty diet, then you reset the leptin, which is the hunger hormone that says you're full. And when the leptin kicks in, you're not hungry. When the ghrelin kicks in, you're hungry. And so if you're used to eating 4 or 5, 6 times a day, you're going to have ghrelin spikes all day long.
And to survive the intermittent fasting, you must eat lots of protein. Because lots of protein can give you more energy
Well, a good amount
and
of
long
protein.
lasting.
I would suggest at least a fistful of protein every day. And if you want just a good measure of the amount of protein you need to be eating, because that's going to be several grams of protein. And it doesn't have to be meat. If you can do fish, You can do eggs. You can do dairy like cream, cheese, especially for those people out there who are more vegan. You're not killing animals, and so and you don't have to worry about the you're doing what your part is to kind of save the planet. I understand that, and but for humans, we're carnivores. We're actually fat eating carnivores. We're more keto than we are carnivores, and so you got to have fat in your diet. Probably at least, I would say, 50% of your calories should be from fats.
Yeah, and also, and to all viewers, can you please, you want me to beg you, please press the like button and subscribe. I just need this, please.
Yeah, so Jen and I fast. For Jen, it's about 20 hours a day, and for myself, it's like about 22 hours. And like today, I won't eat. So the next time I eat, which will be tomorrow, and I eat right around 4 or 5 o'clock. Um, then I will be going like 45, 46 hours.
Okay, RJ Brill, I do not breakfast for 10 months now due to high uric acid. Okay, I
Yeah,
want to clear this for you, RJ. Breakfast is anytime when you eat,
you break the fast.
when you're breaking your fast. So,
Yeah.
just now it's 2:35, and this is just my
This is
breakfast.
her breakfast.
This
She's
is how
breaking her
you
fast.
call breakfast because it's breaking your fast.
Yeah.
So not all eating in the morning is the breakfast.
If you want to lower your uric acid, you got to cut out those green leafy vegetables.
But that's good for you.
Yeah, and I would suggest that if the red meats, if your doctor says stay away from red meats due to uric acid, then go with chicken or fish, or some go ovo lacto. Eat the eggs and the cheese. Um, if you really want to lower your uric acid, you got to stay away from those foods that are high in oxalates, because oxalates are really causing a lot of your problems that
Yeah.
a lot of people don't realize.
Mostly some green leafy vegetable have high oxalate like kangkong, alukbati,
Meats are not high in
yeah,
oxalates.
spinach,
Kangkong,
kangkong, yeah. But it's okay
arugula, kale.
as long as you put vinegar
Vinegar.
and cook it
I would
to
say
reduce it.
boil it. We'll get the oxalic acid crystals into the juice.
Mm-hmm.
So, and then you can neutralize the oxalic acid by adding vinegar. And it makes the soups taste pretty good, really.
Mm-hmm.
I think. You can still flavor them and whatever.
Mm-hmm.
But you really want to lower the oxalic acid crystals to get rid of those, and that'll also lower the amount of uric acid.
Mm-hmm.
So
when you do your water, that's good. But I will recommend you some lemon tea.
so
Lemon's good.
it's a lemon tea. There are teas. A lot of the teas out there are high in oxalic acid.
Can I do fasting and only eat greens, vegetable only, and entitle a little bit protein?
Yeah, there's a lot of vegans out there that are ovo lacto, and so yeah, of course you can eat. I would say if you're gonna
just make sure the vegetable is not high in oxalate.
Yeah, the greens,
because oxalate can also give you uric.
Yeah, raise your uric acid levels.
It will
read the Georgia Eade's book, EDE, Georgia Eade. She wrote the book here a couple years ago called Change Your Diet, Change Your Mind. Because
eat more eggs.
Yeah, eggs don't have any oxalic acid in them. It's the problem with oxalic acid is they'll bind with calcium, and then you're going to get calcium stones. And calcium stones, the calcium oxalate stones, they can come out all over your body, really. the worst part is usually in your kidneys, but also in your intestinal tract, your liver, your brain,
Joints, nerve.
joints, everywhere. And
Mm-hmm.
so it's better to really lower your oxalic
That's why
acid.
you see some people have
Don't eat nuts if you're a vegetarian, because
oh no
nuts
no
are
no
really high in
high in
oxalate.
oxalate
Yeah.
really.
If you want to cut out the any joint
Do you see
pain,
the gout? It was swelling. That is one of the cause of oxalate. So
yeah.
please make sure that your food have not really high in oxalate. And every time you
Now we're not medical professionals. We're not authorities. What we are is we're just people who have tried a
who
lot.
learn.
We've tried a lot of different things, and we follow the experts.
Mm-hmm.
We don't really believe in authorities. There's no.
And we try everything in our body. It's like when I did my carnivore, I try. And it's really the lion diet not really good for me because my body really want a carbs
Yeah.
and what do you call this, vegetables.
Yeah, just eat healthy carbs. So there's a lot of healthy carbs out there. If you're going to eat rice,
Are you done with reading
try to
this?
eat small amounts of rice. Yeah, you can go ahead and pull that up.
So don't be shy asking. And I like that, RJ Brill. This is a good connection to you, and hopefully we help you. If you have another question or anything, what kind of a food that you can eat, we can tell you.
Well, we can give you advice.
We can give you advice.
But
what we're
again, we're
eating.
not authorities.
You both are excellent and looks healthy.
Yeah.
Thanks for answering. Actually, everything that we are teaching here, we apply to our body. He is 70 years old. I am 47. I have 4 children. And when he was 55, think about this, RJ. He was a type 2 diabetes and he is 306 pounds.
Yes.
His sugar is 500
So anybody
plus.
can heal. Anybody can heal. All you got to do is choose to heal, because it's
Yeah.
a choice. Is it going to be difficult to change your lifestyle? You bet it is. But you know what? First day is the hardest. First week's the hardest.
Mhm.
First month is the hardest. First year is the hardest. Gets easier and easier and easier.
Yeah. One step at a time.
One
It
step
takes
at a
time.
time.
What we did.
Baby steps.
Mhm.
Baby steps are better than no steps.
What we all did here is all natural cure. Like intermittent fasting is a natural way of eating that can heal your body.
Yes.
In time.
Takes
and
time.
Also the food that we eat, we all do the natural food. We didn't we eat sometimes outside, but eating outside is like
You got to know
we always order an extra egg.
Yes.
And do you know how much is that extra? The last time that we bought is like 17 extra egg.
Yeah. And it was like, I don't know, 15 pesos an egg.
Yeah.
So that's like about what, 30 cents, something like that.
Mm-hmm.
For an egg. If you buy your eggs, like here in the Philippines, what do your eggs cost you per egg, baby?
Like 8 pesos raw.
8 pesos. So that's like about a dime, a little less than.
Yeah. So RJ, you're still young, 51 years old. So when Mr. Day, when he was
it's about
55,
20 cents. Yeah.
When he was 55, he is really in the edge of the cliff, and he almost died. Do you know what the doctor told him? That the doctor said,
They
you
wrote
have
me
no
off.
cure.
More than one told me, sorry, you're diabetic.
Yeah, good luck. Just enjoy your life.
Yeah, just try to, basically palliative care.
It's like my God.
Here's the pills, here's the insulin, good luck.
It's like no more cure. Just enjoy your life until you still have a life. It's like oh my goodness. I hate.
Wow, you're only 51 years old.
Now
Now is the time to really start getting into your health.
Mm-hmm.
I can tell you that the way you do it, my friend, is what I did was I freed myself from egoic thinking.
Mm-hmm.
So that's what I wanted to talk about with you folks today is secular Buddhism. The Buddhism in general is focused on the first step on the pathway to enlightenment. Free yourself from the ego.
Mm-hmm.
Most Buddhists
must recognize it.
They will practice many, many years trying to free themselves from their ego. and some never do. That's the first step to enlightenment. That's not enlightenment. That's just freeing yourself. Now, Eckhart Tolle says, oh, this is enlightenment. It's like, no, that's not enlightenment. Freedom from the ego is the first step to enlightenment. The next step to enlightenment is is building your rational mind, an open mind, so that you can acquire information and create agency. Once you've created agency, then and creating agency means acquiring enlightened thinking, enlightened skills that work so that you can create better agency and go with the flow of life. Then you're an enlightened thinker.
You see how disciplined he is? I'm eating here in front of him and it's like
I'm not hungry. I can smell this. It smells great. I don't have any hunger. But I've been fasting, since the age of 10. So for me, I don't really have much of a ghrelin response.
You know, RJ, fasting, you must know how to do the fasting because fasting is not killing you.
But I can tell you, if you're a vegetarian and you're eating carbs, good luck getting rid of that ghrelin response because every time you eat carbs, you're going to glucose spike.
Yeah, and you will always feel hungry.
Well, the glucose spike means what happens. It's like the sugar levels go up and then they fall. Mm-hmm. And so that's a glucose spike. And hey, watch that guy called Insulin Resistant 1. It's just insulin resistant and then the number 1. Look him up on the YouTube. He's got a little glucose monitor on the back of his arm. And he takes one particular food, he eats it, and then a couple hours later, he checks out his insulin spike or his glucose spike.
RJ, do you know how big he is when he was 55 before he started his diet? He is 306 pounds.
Okay, so Jen weighs what? How much do you weigh now, baby?
50? Now 51.
She weighs 51 kilos. So I lost over 70 kilos, just to give you an idea.
Yeah.
I lost almost 1.5 Jens.
So that is, now he is 68, 69 kilos.
I'm 68, 69 kilos. And I've stayed steady like that for the last 16 years.
When you imagine that 306 pounds, 141 kilo, more than a half of his body has been removed. Show them your arm, baby.
Well, it's getting a lot better. I used to have these.
Yeah, he have a floppy wings here.
Yeah, I used to have really big floppy wings.
It's really loose, but now because he's building a muscle, eating more protein, it's getting fit.
If you want to build muscle, you got to eat protein. If you want to build good neural connections, you got to eat protein.
RJ said that's a lot. Do you know you need to start first in the food that you eat? Eat an egg.
Eggs
some
are great.
Protein. Fish.
Yeah. Some people are allergic to eggs, so those who are allergic to eggs, don't eat them.
Do you know, when we are like this, somebody who's really very interested in what we're doing, we get so very excited because we really love to help. Because our goal is to help the world. But now, at least your world, we can help. So hopefully we help you, and hopefully we can change your mind thinking.
Well, I'll tell you the promise of religion is it's salvation. And if you type in salvation on Chat AI and give me 10 definitions for salvation, you're going to find that salvation is pretty much impossible to track. There's no benchmark for salvation or proof that anybody's ever been saved. And so salvation is kind of like it's an unrealistic goal, whereas the Buddhism, the goal is enlightenment. Enlightenment is simply the light of truth and knowledge. It's understanding. And let me tell you, as a scientist or a person who practices science, scientific thinking and philosophical thinking, enlightenment is very possible and very easy to benchmark because once you become enlightened, each time you become enlightened, and you're going to become enlightened the rest of your life if you're a rational thinker and you've got good mental constructs in your brain, it's going to be like the world's opening up. All of a sudden, you understand how things work. And when you have understanding, oh my God, there's no better feeling on this planet than understanding something that you did not understand before. And so, if you really want to free your mind, first free your mind from the ego, which you've been trained. The ego's been trained in our minds; it's been programmed in there. What is the ego? Well, it's the sense of I, and egoic thinking is colored with I, me, my, I, and egoic thinking occurs in these brain regions in the back of your head, whereas rational thinking occurs in the big frontal brain. And this brain here is full of neurons that are loaded with mitochondria. And mitochondria, you should have a good fat burning mitochondria. And it takes time to build good fat building mitochondria. If you eat a lot of sugar, you're going to end up with metabolic syndrome. And the sugar is going to burn out the mitochondria in each cell of the neurons. And you've got thousands and thousands of mitochondria, especially they're concentrated in this big front brain here. And when you end up with mitochondrial health, your mitochondria just don't work so well. So it's going to be hard to turn on that big front brain. What do mitochondria need? They need good food, so mostly fats and proteins for building neural connections and creating energy. Mitochondria create energy out of two things: oxygen, so you got to breathe deep, and I recommend a good vigorous exercise every morning. So I exercise vigorously for a couple hours. So does Jen. So we don't have any trouble making that mitochondria work because we eat healthy. If you eat healthy, your mitochondria are going to function. Your brain's going to have the food that it needs, and you're going to have a lot of oxygen there to make this big front brain work. And this front brain, it takes training to make it work. If you're not used to using, if you're
Mitochondria.
Mitochondria. It's called. Look up metabolic syndrome. Metabolic syndrome. You can spot metabolic syndrome. Typically, I can just look at somebody at the condition of their health
and their attitude,
their attitudes, their moods. If they've got a big waistline, if they got high blood pressure, those are two indicators of mitochondrial of metabolic health. And whenever you have metabolic syndrome, you're going to have poor mitochondrial health. High triglycerides in the blood, high fats in the blood. They used to benchmark it with cholesterol. Cholesterol is a horrible benchmark. It's not a good benchmark. Watch the keto carnivore guys. They're going to tell you cholesterol is bullshit. Don't worry about it. I'm not an authority. Look to the experts. Dr. Ken Berry, Dr. Robert Lustig, Dr. Pradip Jamnadas. What you want to do if you want good health, cut that sugar. Get rid of the sugar. Get rid of the high fruits. This is a fruit. You can have some fruit.
This is sour.
These are passion fruit.
Passion fruit.
Yeah. We grow them right here. We
have a lots outside.
We have lots of passion fruit. We got avocados. We got papayas.
Sabah.
We got sabah. We got bananas. And yeah, I eat those after I eat a good protein and fat meal. Because you're going to notice if you watch Insulin Resistant 1, watch that YouTube channel, you don't glucose spike. And I always eat them. If I recommend to anybody, if you're eating a lot of carbs, have them at the last meal of the day.
Ooh. RJ, you can find a lots of video here in Disciples of Tao.
No.
We have a lots of previous video aside from this live video. We have 500 plus a video now.
Mm-hmm.
So you can search here our you can see him before. How does he look like? He don't have a neck before. Yeah. His face is connecting with his chest.
Well, I weigh double my body weight now.
More than double.
More than double. So I've lost about 73 kilos. So I weigh 68 kilos. And I originally weighed 141 and a half kilos. So that gives you an idea. Now, did I lose it fast? No, you don't.
No.
It's not a good idea.
He's been now maintaining this for like 15 years.
Don't go on some crazy diet. Find a diet that
this
you enjoy.
Page we have a channel, Disciples of Tao. This is live video, the Disciples of Tao. This is our channel.
It's our channel.
It's our
We do this.
video
We
is
do
like
this every day.
500 plus video we have here.
We're going to put up some more scripted video to teach people.
And every morning we are live and we teach workout and some word of wisdom.
Yes. So with your workout, it's going to be like with your diet. You have to find something that you get good at.
Yeah.
If you're, it'll be your passion. So if you like walking, walk. You don't exercise. You know, if you want to have a vigorous exercise, walk fast.
Mm-hmm.
You know, if you want to, if you like swimming, swim. If you like bike riding, bike ride. If you
Just find your things that good for you.
Jen, her
I
thing
always
is
run.
Jen is if you like running, run. If you
He said, I always run into you guys. Might as well bump in. Yeah, actually, you know where you need to start. You need to start the food that you eat, the food that you put in your
that's what I
mouth,
recommend. But
and make sure that
you
it's
can start
all.
a simple exercise that you do every
Mhm.
day. You know, even if it's 5-10 minutes, it's better than nothing. Yeah.
Yeah, and because that's why I said you start in the food, because what you are is what you eat.
Mhm.
So be careful. 80% of our body is the food that we eat.
Mm-hmm.
So if you eat a junk food, if you eat a processed food, if you eat a fast food, don't expect good body.
Well,
Don't expect
not only
a
that,
good
you're
feeling.
training your body to become addicted to those horrible foods. And once you're addicted,
Even you work
oh.
out 24 hours a day.
By the way, I'm a retired pharmacist, so I can tell you what is an addiction. It's not something that you love doing. It's something that your body craves.
Yeah.
And it's not good for your health. So
Yeah.
an addiction is horrible for you or somebody else. It can be bad behaviors. You might have bad behaviors that we could consider addictive. You know, like running smear campaigns, talking negative about other people, toxic behaviors. But it can be something simple like cigarettes. So what is a cigarette? It's got nicotine in it. Your body will begin to crave nicotine. And nicotine and the smoke and the hot air from the cigarettes, it's horrible on your physical body. So it's detrimental to your health.
Oh.
So any addiction is something that you have trouble with because your body craves it. The only way to break it is to go cold turkey.
Cold turkey.
Well, you can kind of wean yourself off, but good luck with that. I recommend, you know, on these horrible habits like smoking, unless you know you're an alcoholic or you're hooked on benzodiazepines or on opiates. You might need hospitalization. You know, cocaine turns out is psychologically addictive more than it is physically addictive. All right, so you've got two kinds of addiction. You've got psychological addiction and you've got physiological addiction. Nicotine, cigarettes are physiologically and psychologically addictive. Uh, the opiates are physiologically and psychologically addictive. Uh,
Yes, I'm an alcoholic. Then I starting to feeling those payback. Yes.
well, alcohol.
Actually, Tim before he is foodaholic.
I was a foodaholic, so that was my
That's why he
comfort zone.
become big.
That's why I became fat. For me, I mean, I tell people what I ate, they can't believe it. They cannot believe it. You know, and I wasn't even eating all day long. I was still kind of intermittent fasting. But let me tell you what, when you eat like 5,000 calories of food without a lot of exercise, you're going to get fat, especially if it's sugars.
Yeah.
And if you're eating sugars, good luck controlling that ghrelin hormone, which is that hormone that says, I'm hungry, I'm hungry.
If you want real help, we are always here to
We've been through a lot.
Yeah, to support you and to guide you.
Jen's
But
lucky she's never really had any bad habits.
I have before. I've been I drink. I've been
She drank
drunk.
occasionally. She wasn't
Yeah.
a drunk.
But when I found him, and he said that he don't like a bad habit,
I don't.
instantly I remove it.
I
Instantly, no, no,
Here's one of my flaws, or some people might call it, one of the reasons I'm successful is I don't engage with toxic people. People who are identified highly with politics, doesn't matter one way or the other. People who are identified with religion, I just don't hang out with them because they
yeah,
have an egoic thinking. They have egoic thinking. They're highly attached to their egos, and they're easily triggered, and they're easily upset, and they're
yeah.
not going to change their mind because they're emotional people. And I stay away from people that are emotionally dysregulated.
So hopefully this payback will be removed very soon. Discipline, RJ.
Yeah. Discipline, we practice 4 disciplines. We practice delayed gratification. Intermittent fasting, great way to practice delayed gratification. You're going to find that people who practice delayed gratification, oftentimes they're successful, usually successful. We practice taking responsibility because this body is our job. We got to take care of it.
You are not the responsible to
See,
yourself.
your physical body is your responsibility.
We are here to help you.
Yep.
We are here to
We
guide
we
you,
can guide you. We can
but we cannot eat good food
counsel
for
you. We
you.
can't. We're not going to tell you what to eat. We're going to tell you what not to eat. Don't eat sugar. Don't eat fast food. Don't eat junk food. Don't eat a lot of processed foods. Try to intermittent fast. Don't eat hyper palatable foods. You know, if you don't know what's in it, don't eat it.
Thank you for having time for me. Yes, discipline number one.
Yeah. So, discipline number 1, delay gratification. Discipline number 2, take responsibility. Discipline number 3, try to always tell the truth. Never lie to people you trust, and never trust people who
Don't
lie to
lie,
you.
even to yourself.
And stay away
You cannot lie to yourself.
from chronic liars.
It's up to you if you want to cheat.
I'm telling you, most people who are in religion are chronic liars.
Who will suffer? You and you alone. So take care of your body, take care of your mind.
Most people in a
Love
religion
yourself.
are chronic liars. They don't even know it, but they're lying and they've got a fixed mindset. Most people who are in government are chronic liars. Most corporations are chronic liars. They're just wanting to get you to buy their product. When you listen to a chronic liar, your brain's going to become so confused that you're not going to know the truth from fiction. You're not going to know right
Sometimes
from wrong.
we bought the food in the grocery, and every time we buy a food, he always reading what's in it.
Sure.
And then he said, "Oh, this one is good." And then when we eat it, sometimes I feel upset, my stomach, and he was also. And sometimes they're really putting not a good ingredients.
Yeah.
One time we look kimchi, same brand. Excuse me. Excuse me. And different quantity. The small quantity is 0 carbs, and then the big quantity is like triple higher carbs. It's like what is this 0 carbs? And then it's like
Because what they do is they divide it up per serving and then say, oh, we've got this many servings. And so when you look at the total number of servings, then you're getting high carbs. But if you look at the individual servings, they're so tiny that there's no carbohydrate registered on it. So it's very sneaky.
yeah.
Corporations don't care about you. They don't care about their employees. They don't care about you. They don't care about the environment. They can't. Corporations care about one thing. Now, I'm not going to say all
Not
corporations.
to make money.
No, I'm going to say not all corporations are like that, but I can tell you that most corporations don't give a shit about you.
RJ, can you please subscribe in my channel now? And please press the like button because I need that.
This is going to be her income. It's going
Yeah.
to be her passive income.
I need a like and subscribe, and also a share will be appreciated.
Sure. When we create our own foundation here, we're going to start off with a little yoga studio and a little fitness studio. We'll have members coming in, and our members are going to have to follow our rules. And what are our rules? Hey, you're coming here to exercise, then you're going to exercise.
Mm-hmm.
You know, if you're coming here to learn diet, you're going to learn diet. And the whole thing is when you're a member of us, uh, you have to follow these rules. And so if you don't follow these rules, then you're not going to be a member. We don't want your money. We're here to help people.
Yeah.
And if they're not going to follow our rules, then
We're putting an effort. We're putting
you betcha.
things because
You can't buy.
it's not easy to maintain this beautiful body.
It isn't.
Maintaining this is really takes time and effort. How about losing it, right? So it's like
Two most important things in life are your health and your relationships.
yeah. Are you done with the discipline?
Oh, 4 disciplines. So tell the truth, take responsibility, delay gratification, and balance.
Always put
Or
your things in
counterbalance.
balance. Yeah.
Counterbalance. So yeah, you can't.
Balance in life.
You know, trying to balance finances and trying to balance your food budget and trying to balance your relationships, it can be overwhelming. So balance is hard, but counterbalance is easy. Take care of put first things first. Do the most important thing, which is take care of your health first. You know, what's the hardest thing to do? It's exercise. So get that exercise out of the way. What's the second hardest thing to do? A little bit of acquiring of knowledge. You know, so do your meditation and your study, get a focused mind, and develop that rational mind. It takes time to develop this rational mind. It's just like exercise. So, you know, exercise, develop your rational
Once
mind.
in a while, we bump in some person like you, RJ, who's really interested in our things. And I'm telling you this thing, sometimes some professional, they're telling you what you have to do. But
Remember,
please,
there are no real authorities.
but please look at them, how they are. Are they really healthy? Are they are really applying the things that they're telling you? Are they are have a good health? Because before we teach here, before we do this thing, we apply everything by our experience in ourselves. And by experience, what we teach you is good for us.
Yeah.
And we have a good body, and I'm proud of it.
And the reason is because we
We have a
listen.
good
We
mind.
listen.
Yeah, we
We
listen
listen to
and
the experts and the masters. Now, these people, they're a lot of them are authorities in their own field, but I always recognize that even if you're an authority, things change.
this
Yeah.
is one thing, RJ. What you're saying now is your ego. Yes, I'm not honest mostly to myself.
Yeah, that's true of 99.99% of the people on this planet. They're in denial. You know, and of course, if you've got a negative mindset, you should never have that negative mindset. Get that book called What You Say When You Talk to Yourself by Shad Helmstetter. The mind will believe whatever you tell it. And
Yeah.
if you're feeding your mind a bunch of shit about yourself, oh my God,
Yeah.
then the ego is the enemy.
It is.
You want to
So,
you want to build your self-esteem, and that's going to build a strong ego. And the way you build your self-esteem is you exercise, you eat healthy, you meditate, you study, and you create good, kind relationships.
Copy that.
With good, kind people.
Thank you very much, RJ. Hopefully, you start now. Do it. Do it. Don't try. Do it now.
Yeah.
Don't say
Today
do.
is the first day of the rest of your life.
Sorry, I'm just really very we always said that. Don't say it. Do it. Because we are a doer.
Yeah.
We're doing our cake every first day in the morning.
Do your cake. If exercise is hard, do your exercise first. If study's hard, meditate
You are
and study.
most welcome.
Yeah. And
Where are you from, by the way, RJ Brill? So maybe you are just here in the Philippines. We can connect with you and maybe we can help you more. Because we are looking for a people who really interested to be guide. Because we are on online coaches.
We want to teach a lot of coaches.
And
Well,
we
well,
are
we-
actually we are already certified. We have We have certificate that we pay for the DTI, so we can teach online. I've
Yep.
been living here in Cavite. Oh,
Really?
we're
Wow.
in Cavite.
Yep.
Where are
We
you in Cavite?
we live in Indon,
I'm always there in Trece, twice or three times a week,
and we're down at Villa Feliciana almost every morning.
every day. Hmm.
Indon. Hey, that's great.
Where are you in Indang?
Have we met you?
Do we know you?
It could have been one of our subscribers originally. I don't know.
Bunalejos. Oh my
Oh,
God, I've been
yeah.
there. I've been dancing there.
Sure. She
I
dances
have
in.
a lots of friends there.
She's got a couple of Barcata groups.
I've been connecting with everybody. Bunalejos, we are Mahabang Kahilejos. Just only one. We've been walking there every day.
Yeah.
Your counselor there is my friend, Mylene Castro. Ay, Mylene Costa.
She's got a lot of friends in Bunalaos.
Yeah. I've
Well,
been
I think both of our drivers come from Bunalaos, don't they?
no, Bunacerca.
Oh, Bonacirca. Okay. Have we met
Aha.
you?
Ha ha ha. Are you a foreigner or a Filipino?
So yeah, if you can free yourself from the ego, you're going to be able to have this rational mind, which is going to allow you to build your self-esteem. And if you have high self-esteem, you're going to function well in life. And if you have low self-esteem, you're going to become egocentric.
Hmm.
That's just the way that works. So you'll have trouble escaping from the ego.
Mm-hmm.
So the trick is build your self-esteem. And this is what I started doing with Jen right
I
away.
asked my wife. She knows you from Zumba. Oh, she know me?
Okay.
Yeah, because my face is kind of popular, you know.
Yeah, and Jen's been doing Zumba and teaching Zumba and yoga here.
I know your wife. What's her name?
So Zumba is a great exercise, and it's fun. It's a way for the women to connect. Great.
Oh, Loida.
Oh,
Hmm. I'm not sure.
yeah.
Maybe.
There's a Loida down
I have a
here,
lots of name of
but she lives here with us up here in Belly.
So now we are connected, and your wife know me.
Sure.
Maybe she know my Facebook. Whatever you are, whoever you are, we are willing to help. And you are the one who need to do this thing for yourself, okay? So if you want to connect, try to contact us. My messenger is Jennifer Medina, and we are willing to help.
Sure.
And that is our pleasure to help. I've been teaching a lot for free. So
Everything we do is pretty much for free. Jen's going to make her money here on the YouTube channel, and I think probably early next year she'll become monetized with the help from people like yourself. Because all we need is people to watch, and basically we need people to watch. We don't even, I mean, subscribers are
so
nice.
much. Thank you both.
Oh,
You're
welcome.
most welcome.
Yeah.
Okay, so guys, it's almost 3:15.
Yep.
Thank you, RJ Brill. Really appreciated your time here and your comment and the communication that we did today. I really enjoy it. And we are so excited to help you. And we are really hopefully you are too, because it's hard to teach if a person I am going to teach is not willing. So hopefully you are willing and you are able to communicate with us. So again, to all of you, especially with you, RJ Brill, thank you very much. And time is almost up, and I have to do something more because later I will have a teaching about Zumba here in our barangay. It's a free Zumba, so maybe your wife can visit here.
And it's pretty
Excuse
much
me.
what, every day at five
Yeah.
o'clock?
5 o'clock. I will start today 5 o'clock because I need to take a rest because I just finished my food and doing my things, and now I
She
will
worked out this
yeah.
morning, and we work out. She works out every morning, every evening. So, and she kind of pushes herself a little bit too much, and it's
No,
usually
it's
six,
okay.
7 days a week. And so tomorrow, I'm hoping that she'll take a break,
He's
and
asking me a day off.
I want to, it's
He
nice,
want to be a time
nice to
with
go out
him.
for lunch.
Sometimes he's jealous with mommy loves.
It's not so much that I'm jealous, but
Yeah,
it's nice to be able to spend time together
look at.
because I'm busy, she's busy, so
Oh, muscle, muscle. Mm,
yeah,
mm,
she's strong.
mm.
So
Okay, again, to all of you, thank you. 80% of your body is the food that you eat, 20% is the workout and exercise that you do. Cleaning, walking, whatever it is, 20%.
doesn't have to
So
be hard,
study
just something you're
and
good at.
meditate. You need to be with yourself. Need to sharpening your saw. That is our poor
You
saw.
want to get good at
Yeah,
meditation?
and
Just
this is the
practice a
body.
couple minutes every day.
Yeah. So again, to all of you, don't forget to love yourself first. Enjoy your life. And to all of you, I love you all,
Namaste.
guys. Namaste.